So when all the pit cycles rotate back, we should be looking at that same 1-2 order of Gregor Huttu and Luke McLean. I mean, right now it's going to take some timing and scoring, catching up with everything, but those guys had such a huge advantage, and they both made clean pit stops, and you can see that Gregor Huttu did get the advantage of that little bit battle between the two of them. Now the big question is, Luke going to be able to catch back up to Gregor?
You also want to keep tabs on Max Dell'orco, who is still taking lap times. He is, I'm hoping timing and scoring will sort him through. He is currently running, I believe, in the first position. Yes, Max Dell'orco is your new leader. As timing and scoring starts to sort everybody through here, I want to see what strategy Max is on. He could be running the other strategy of go as far as you can on one tank and then make a pit stop here. If he is able to do that, that really says something for the speed of Max's car, because the fact he only lost about 4, 5, 6 seconds to those top two that whole time, and now imagine him with an equal amount of fuel or less than an equal amount of fuel compared to Gregor or Luke, and we have an equal battle once more.
And will he take tires? Or will he take tires only?
And that's one thing we didn't keep our eye on. So I don't have a clock on the pit stops of either Gregor Huttu or any of the other drivers to find out who was taking gas only. But that is a good question. How much tire wear? It's hard to determine how much tire wear these guys are having. This is one of the first events of this magnitude where we really are going through full pit stop cycles. So for people who've been doing iRacing for a long time, this really is a new twist to things.
And like you guys, I've not run these cars deep enough into a race to know whether these tires will last 30 or plus laps.
Battle between what timing and scoring is reading as 5th and 6th. Shaun Purdy and Peter Reed. Looks like it might have resolved itself. Purdy able to get by Reed. We'll see if Shaun's able to pull away. You know, and this is where, you know, we're only halfway through the race and we're starting to figure out things, and the more we figure out things, the more we realize, you know, how much we don't know. You know, we were questioning why in the world was Shaun so slow at the beginning, or why was he so far in the back of the field? Maybe this is why. Maybe it's because he has had a full load of fuel the whole time.
Well, and if strategy is playing out, nobody knew what to do, but you still got Purdy out on track in 5th place, but you've got Gregor Huttu coming up behind Shaun Purdy and Peter Reed. So he's, you know, fallen back to 7th place, but he's already done his pit stop, and no matter how you slice it, everybody's going to have to make an appearance on pit lane. And for Gregor to have already done all the service that he needs to do and be right on the heels of Peter Reed and Shaun Purdy just shows you how fast that he has been running this race.
And that's a Team Orion driver he's coming up on, and there's a Team Orion driver in the lead.
That's a very good point. I wonder if these guys shouldn't get on the brakes and go side by side.
So the word from the pits that we had was that just before the race, Dell'orco may have shown a little light of what his strategy might be. He's going to go as deep as he possibly can on fuel and not take tires. So this is going to be an interesting as he goes into the pits. Well, he must have changed his mind.
Well, at some point you got to realize that some of the other leaders are on a different strategy, and when it comes to coming down pit lane, you can always come down early from your strategy. So it looks like he elected to do exactly that.
I think we may have made a mistake. I think that was Brian McDaniel who was coming into the pits and not Dell'orco. So Dell'orco may still be out in the lead.
And Gonzo, like you were talking about earlier, you got to wonder, are the Orion drivers going to do anything to help each other out? Because Gregor Hutu is right now on the tail end of Peter Reed. So if he's going to do anything he can to be hard to pass or hold Gregor up at all, this could be very critical to Gregor's overall lap or overall time for the event, and that could let guys like Max Dell'orco and Ilka Hapla, who are running 1-2, Shaun Purdy in third. So we got Orion all over the front with Peter Reed in a position to really hold up Gregor Hutu. Or, I'm sorry, that's Brian McDaniel now in fifth. I might be having a scoring glitch here. Nope, that's Peter Reed. So Brian McDaniel's being shown in fifth, but I think that's being rotated. That's Peter Reed that's right now in front of Gregor Hutu.
Ilka's in.
Ilka in the pits from second place.
And so to finish our thought earlier, I believe it was Dell'orco who had mentioned early in qualifying or practice that he was going to go as deep as he can on fuel and come in, take enough fuel to finish the race, and go with no tires. So he's got a little more faith in his equipment or his setup to go the entire 40 laps on one set of tires. And I believe that's the complete opposite of what most of the times I've seen the Team Redline guys do. The Team Redline guys love to get way out in front and take multiple pit stops or get more fresher equipment than some of the others. A classic case would be the Racer McLaren F1 Challenge at Laguna Seca.
Gregor Hutu inside of Peter Reed, and he still has not made the pass, and Peter Reed has the inside advantage, and oh, they come, there's contact between them, they're both